Welcome back, everyone, to East Providence Lanes in East Providence, Rhode Island. We are here with the champion of the NEBA Dexter Turbo Grips non-champs singles event. It is none other than my doubles partner of old, AJ Villa. AJ, congratulations,
Appreciate
my friend.
Thank you for having
are
me.
a great player. Have been for a long time. You just told me you've been waiting 6 years to have this interview. And let's talk about that time frame and that process. We'll get to that in a second, actually.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the final match. So when he came back with 5 in a row at you,
Right.
after the Open in the fourth, what were you thinking? Were you looking at that, or were you just really focused on your own game to say just keep up the pace?
Quite honestly, something I've learned in the last couple of years, especially bowling with a bunch of different people here, is you really have to focus on the things that you can control, because there are a lot of things that might affect your performance, and oftentimes there's, especially NEBA, there's always going to be scoreboard pressure. You're always going to expect your opponent to perform, and that becomes the expectation. So when my opponent, I honestly don't pay attention, because there's nothing that I can do, lefty, righty, one hand, two hands, however they're playing the lanes, whatever ball they're throwing. At the end of the day, it's up to you to read the lane and execute your shot. And thankfully, I was able to kind of piece together that the left lane really was tighter.
Yes. And trickier.
Correct.
Definitely trickier.
So creating entry angle was
you move for it here in hooks early. That's
right.
the problem.
Correct.
The heads go early here. Right?
Exactly. And that's where I four-pinned on the second shot. And I was, you're shuffling through moves. And so.
If I can say what you said a slightly different way,
yeah.
And I'll cite the great Larry Lichtenstein, it's you against the pins, Hoss. It's you against the pins. So a really healthy attitude there, my friend, and certainly has served you very well.
Appreciate it.
As I watched you in different match play situations, and you don't beat yourself. You get up there and you make shots. You're always thinking. You're always working through the challenge of the lanes and what's the puzzle to solve and all that stuff. So
I credit that a lot to Andrew, really. He's been a big help to me, big mentor since I started bowling NEBA around 2018. And, it's just like all of us. We're college bowlers. We just want to bowl in challenging patterns, stronger fields, and at first it was not easy. A lot of good bowlers in New England, just in the hole, and they're always going to challenge you and they're always going to push you, and sometimes you're going to miss a lot of cuts. I remember missing about 15, 20 NEBAs in a 2-year span, and there were a lot of times I was like, this sucks. You're bowling 2 squads. You don't really know if you're learning anything, because it's really difficult when you're not bowling well and you don't know why you're bowling well and you don't know what to do and you're just lost and you're stuck. And thankfully,
you and I have a pretty good cut record. I think most of the time.
Right, but it took time to get there. If you think about it, it was after it was 2022 onwards. So those were like my limited amounts of success.
Well,
so
we were making we were making almost every cut we went after for at least the last couple of years.
Right,
and so I can't remember before that anyway, because
it's Cranston.
I'm like a goldfish. So
special place in my heart for Cranston.
There you go. That's right, Oz. Come on, baby. Anyway, I will miss bowling with you heavily. So the match before that, semifinal match. Wasn't a big problem for you.
Not to my
got
knowledge.
out ahead quickly. It was against Kevin.
Right.
And he struggled on that pair.
I think I got fortunate there, really, because I didn't think that, to be quite honest with you, Kevin, I was fortunate enough to cross with him this morning, and we were kind of playing the lanes similar. And he was bowling very well this morning. He shot 760 his last 3 games.
He was 250, 250, 250 his last 3.
Exactly.
So shake it off.
He jumped me. So I was like, oh, he clearly has what we call the berries. And so I was like, all right. If he has good ball reaction, I have good ball reaction. It's just, who gets the hits. And, sometimes they fall your way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, he struggled. He tried urethane. He went back to urethane. He had all kinds of issues on that pair. And then you were against Malik, who's the tournament leader. He had a chance to double and beat you. He comes up and goes 2-pin.
Yes, he did.
So he needed 2, but he couldn't get the first one. So there is always a little bit of luck to this match. Single game match play, always. But you put yourself there so many times that certainly it's time for it to turn your way. So what's next? Are you looking forward to tomorrow? Obviously, a free entry.
I didn't expect to get to tomorrow, to be honest. I'm just happy with today. I'm definitely going to have to reset goals, because quite honestly, this was the biggest goal I've had for the last 6 years. I've seen and watched so many live streams, all these champions interviews, and I watch all my friends, really. No one's here in the non-champions event anymore, and they all graduated to the tournament champions. And
we got to get Kevin off this dime now, this night. So
I was getting a little jealous and envious, and I was like, you got to
Well, it was Danny Koo
Be
for a
tough.
while. It was Danny Koo for a while. And
Yes.
then it was,
And then he got his.
and he got
Exactly.
his,
So
right,
everyone
he gets
started getting
his.
theirs.
Now
and,
he started
it's
getting
like,
theirs eventually. Kevin will get there. He'll win a lot. No doubt about it.
I hope they don't forget about me.
Dude. You were overdue. Definitely. For the way that I know how you can play and
I appreciate
what you're capable of in your mental game, which is just, you've even shown us here today how great it was and how you stay in the moment and stay focused. So that's really good stuff. Anybody you want to thank?
I'd like to thank, Chris Forey, obviously, at Buddies. He's empowered a lot of the youth bowlers nowadays with the knowledge, and pretty much he's been a solid mentor for a lot of us to really kind of learn how to play the lanes. He makes bowling easier by putting layouts and education and just constantly teaching. Of course, Andrew Hunter, Connor, Scott, these are my closest friends. Adam Zimmerman. Those five, really, we travel everywhere. We call ourselves the Weekend Warriors.
Yeah.
We just get out there, get on the lanes, and, some days you bowl good, some days you don't bowl good, but, you got to give it a try. These, like all those, I don't want to say failures, but all those challenging experiences, they really make this worth it at the end of the day, because you put all the work in and you got to see it all the way through. You can't. It's easy to quit when you're down, but just stay patient. You can see it long term, and eventually you get there.
Well, I watch you, the group of these young men, including Andrew and Zim and all you guys and Hunter and everybody. I'm just so proud of you guys. How hard you work at it, and your attitude is good. You're just solid, upstanding guys, and you're good to each other, and it's great to see. And I'm really, really proud of all of you for my part, and all that, and great to win. So, anyone else to thank? Anybody else?
That's really it. I want to thank my girlfriend, honestly. She's also been pivotal, just because when you're not bowling well, she's a non-bowler, so it's definitely helpful because she doesn't come from a place of judgment. So it's just you do your best. And she's always supportive of me, and there are times where she used to come to every single event, wake up 4 o'clock in the morning, get home at 10 o'clock at night, pull 2 squads, not make the cut. Happened a lot of times, and that development kind of empowered me to believe. It's nice because between her, Andrew, and the rest of our team, it's really you have strong foundation. You have people who believe in you, and it's at the end of the day, it's you know what, I'm going to do this.
Well,
and eventually
you did it,
pitfall.
man, and you've earned every bit of it. And overdue, but again, as you say, it's a process. It's not an event. It's something where you keep putting yourself there. I remember I didn't win for the longest time, and all these times where Litch and all these other lefties were walking away with tons of titles. I never won until 2001 in Chicopee, finally. And Barry Warshevsky actually told me, he said, just keep putting yourself there. You keep putting yourself. It's a numbers game at this point. You've got the game to win, and now you always knew you did. You've got the game to win. It's a numbers game. Numbers game to stay with it. So congratulations. Couldn't be more proud. I want to say thanks to Justin, of course, and Debbie, who was here. Danny was here today. Mike Sodoma, everybody here. Thanks to Turbo Grips. Thanks to Dexter, our sponsors for today. $1,000 added money to the prize list. And tomorrow, of course, is the TOC, which I'm going to say a name, Randy Hagamoser. He won the non-champs, then he won the champs.
Yes.
And it's been done twice. I forgot the other one, but I want
Calca.
Frankie Calca. That's correct. Those are the other two. Those are the two. I want you back in this chair tomorrow, my friend. I really
If I do that, we're going to have a nice dinner tomorrow.
We definitely are. Well, you've earned one tonight, so congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Where are you going tonight?
You.
You staying over? Where are you going?
I will absolutely be staying over.
Okay.
I didn't plan for it, so I'll be
okay, well,
good
for you. Are you
going to
go to
change
where
of clothes?
You going to go to Andrew? Where are you going to go? Okay, great. Awesome.
So,
great, good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, great to have you, and thanks everybody again. Thanks Mike Sodoma and Turbo Grips and Dexter. Tomorrow is the Storm TOC, and we will be there. And next week, of course, the big Mega Bucks tournament. You bowling that, Chicopee?
Definitely.
For that?
That's definitely one of the things I'm thinking about, for sure. It's just making sure I can secure time off from work on Friday, and then let's run it.
There you
go,
baby. Let's go.
Got to support.
Well, qualifying. Squads are filling up, so think about it.
Correct.
And get your entries in.
Definitely.
He's expecting over 800 entries in the Mega Bucks this year, so I just can't help talking about that. It's incredible. And 150,000 in prize money. So anyway, thank you, AJ Villa, NEBA champion, my friend. Much. So proud of you. And I'll expect you to help me find another doubles partner. All right, buddy.
I got it.
All right, take care. Have a good night.
Thank you,
See you all tomorrow at the TOC. Thanks, everybody. Good night. Good job, man. You're the best. I was like.